All right, y'all. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings. How's everybody doing? My apologies. I know I'm usually here at 7:30 on the dot. Me apologies. All right. I was trying to do a couple of things real quick. And your girl is here. All right. What's up? What's up? Happy Father's Day for those of you who celebrate Father's Day. Of course, I believe that Mother's Day and Father's Day, Family Day is every day, right? But nevertheless, I see no problem with saying Happy Father's Day to all of those brothers out there, whether you are a biological father, you are a step in father, father figure, uncle, grandfather, whatever your role is. I salute you. And I hope that again that you guys are doing great. All right. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Kenneth. Oh, I love it when my youth from the youth book club they join. He is always asking about when you guys are going to have the read aloud after our book club. And I just love it because when kids get excited about reading, that makes me giddy. That makes me feel like, yes, what I am doing is definitely making an impact, and what we are doing together, showing up, right? I thank you guys. What's going on? Yay! Salam alaikum, sis. How are you? Hello. We in the house. We in the house. I absolutely love it. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the book. All right. I chose this book today, Saving the Day, Garrett Morgan's life-changing invention of the traffic signal. All right. Our dear brother, Garrett Morgan, he's actually buried here in the city of Cleveland. All right. As we know, those of you, as we see right here, we wouldn't be safe out in these streets if it wasn't for this man. We wouldn't be safe. Okay? That genius, that African genius popped on through. He said, wait a minute, I can't keep having these crashes, okay? These accidents that are occurring. What can I do? Right? Problem solver. This is something that I tell my children and I tell the youth when I am connecting with them. I remind them that they are problem solvers. And that's what Garrett Morgan was. He was a problem solver. And as we know, he invented other things as well, the gas mask as well. So the brother was dope. So let's go ahead and dive in this story here. This story, pay attention, because I don't know, it might be a question on the Kahoot game. I'm not for sure. But the writer of this book, the author, her name is KARYN Parsons. The illustrator is R. Gregory Christie. All right. Both this is a sister and a brother. So I'm always celebrating our Black authors and Black illustrators. I believe a lot of our Black illustrators, they don't get enough pub. All right. So I'm here to celebrate this man here, this Black man, R. Gregory Christie. All right. In the house. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Morning dawned, and the sun's golden rays signaled to Garrett Morgan that it was a new day. With his head in the clouds, always full of a dream, he was no help to others, or so it seemed. His brothers and sisters worked the house and the field, but Garrett's talents had yet to be revealed. He fell off all ladders, couldn't hammer a nail, was too weak to lift things, not even a pail. They'd all say, "Run along, go be by yourself." And though he liked dreaming, he wanted to help. He'd spend time alone, long walks he would take. his mind imagining new creations to make. In the middle of the road, a wheel lay on the ground. I know I can use that. So Garrett bent down, but sometimes his dreaming got him into trouble. He wouldn't watch where he was going, his mind in a bubble. See, along came a car from the side, a red truck. And though they missed Garrett, their nerves had been struck. Both slammed on their brakes, dodged the boy by a hair. But the near collision gave everyone a scare. Back at home, his mom said, "You wait here for your dad." He just knew he was in trouble, that his parents were mad. His father walked in, looked at Garrett a beat, then called him over. "Come here, son, have a seat." You have a great mind, imaginative, keen, ready to invent new from what has not yet been seen. Yes, you have a great mind, but could do even more. A tutor in the city could help your dreams soar. This decision was hard. We don't want you away, but it's for your own good. You'll understand one day. Then Garrett's mother pulled him close and she said, "But always remember this, son. Keep this in your head. While Ruth's good at fishing and Will likes to bake, Lucille loves the stars and the patterns they make. Frank's good with tools, can fix anything, and Minnie's at her best when she can sing." You too, son, have something that's all yours alone, something to contribute that's just not yet known. All are given a gift, something you cannot learn. It's what you do with that gift. That's your gift in return. The city was loud, people everywhere, and cars and horses and bicycles were there, all on the same roads, all at the same time. Horns honking, cars crashing, no reason or rhyme. Garrett studied hard, and when his lessons were done, he found a job doing something he found fun, fixing sewing machines with their rotors and springs, and gears and buttons made him think of many things, like a new kind of stitch on the sewing machine, one that made zigzags and kept edges clean. His mind churned and churned with new ideas to invent. Some drew attention, some helped pay the rent. But Garrett didn't care about fame or about wealth. What he wanted most was to show he could help. The day's early dawn signaled Garrett to wake. He decided to walk, a scenic route he would take. The grass, sparkling green, had just been cut low. Garrett longed to run through it, he decided to go. But just as he started, a white car whizzed past, heading for the crosswalk and going quite fast. Then he heard tires screech and someone yell, "Stop!" A horse and carriage were approaching. He could hear the hooves clop, but the horse kept on going, didn't even slow down. Garrett ran fast to warn them, but soon heard the sound. First a crash and a boom. Then the horse whinnied high. When Garrett finally got there, he tried not to cry. Though everyone was okay and the horse would be all right, he'd seen too many wrecks. It was a terrible sight. That day, as he worked on a sewing machine, his mind drifted back to the collision he'd seen. There has to be some way to let drivers know that someone else is approaching, when to stop and to go, and a signal before stopping so first they could slow down. But they'd have to see it. It couldn't only be sound. But as Garrett wandered home, ideas in his head flowing, he forgot to pay attention just to where he was going. He stepped off a curb. The bike signaled, no doubt. He saw a bright light, and then he went out. His mind was filled with colorful light, on and then off. What a beautiful sight. The green grass of a field, illuminated by sun, shone bright and invited Garrett to run. Golden light through the window eased in the morning. A new day was beginning. It was a subtle warning. The red glow of the coals, far too hot to touch, told Garrett to stop. One more move was too much. His mind was racing. Ideas twisted and knotted. Then he suddenly jumped up and exclaimed, "I've got it! A traffic signal!" That's what he'd create, so all could travel safely. Yes, it'll be great. The red, yellow, and green would come along later, but it was Garrett's foundation that made us all safer. Garrett had a gift. Yes, that is a fact. But what meant the most was that he gave back. I love that part. What meant the most is that he gave back, y'all. And let me show you guys, okay? So this is important. All right, so you all see this? So this picture, this is the actual picture of Garrett Morgan. And this right here, this is his drawing of the very first traffic signal. All right, so this is what it looked like. All right, you guys see it's like a cross. All right. All right, so it has on here. So it says going across horizontally, it says stop. Okay, well, both. It says stop horizontal and then stop right here at the top, right here. And then it has all of the, this is the official patent, by the way. So this is the official patent, all right? So the patent is what you have to get when you invent something. And then you have to do all this paperwork and everything for those, especially my young people, who don't understand what a patent is. So when you have an idea of an invention, then you have to go and file paperwork and do all the things so that it's recorded that this is something that you have invented. Okay. And so this is what this is showing. All right. So this is the official patent for Morgan's traffic signal invention. All right. And this is from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. All right. Very important. It reminds me of when I actually, at one of our reading camps, we had an attorney come that I know, and she is a trade, not a trademark, but a what is it? You have the trademark, and then you have the there's the other, what is it? Oh shoot, it is escaping me right now. Yeah, the trademark and the patent. But she is one of the attorneys, and so she was explaining to the participants like all the things that they have to do in order to make sure that whoever's filing for their patent, that they have to turn all this paperwork in. They got to do all of this heavy research, a lot of reading, a lot of research before you're actually able to record it, and it can be considered legit. So, but wait a minute, what? I'm sorry, but what was that face when he said, I got it? Okay. Oh, you said, what was that face when he said, I got it? Let me see. What are you talking about? Okay. He's going right here. Right. And then there's the, yep, got the original right there. Yeah, I got it, right? Yeah, showing them very excited, right? Eyes big, like, yes, okay. All right. So hope everybody enjoyed that story. I love how it was written in a poetic form too, which is great for the young people. I think this is one of those books that you can read it to, 3-4-year-old all the way to like a 3rd or 4th grade. And of course, even as adults, I'm a big proponent of picture books because you can learn a lot. Doesn't matter what age you are. That has always been my mindset. And so now, it is time to share the Kahoot game. Let's see, let's pull this up. All righty here. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I believe this is it. All right, now let me go back to you guys so I can share. Where are we at here? Oh, here it is right here. All right. So you guys go ahead and put those numbers in. And then put your name in. Let's go ahead and get this on. Now, this one is 10 questions, so not that long. Everybody, you guys can, I don't see anybody's names yet, so hopefully you guys can see the numbers. I believe you guys can. It's 370190 on the screen. Go ahead and put those numbers in. So we can go ahead and get started with the game, y'all. Y'all know what it is? Kenneth! Woo! All right. We got any more people in the house? What's going on? My young brother Kenneth, he played a Kahoot game earlier. I created one for this book here because they've been reading this for their youth book club. So I do Kahoot games for their youth book club. Y'all know Kahoot is popular. Y'all know. Y'all already know. Whoa. Parched. All right. It looks like it's just you, Kenneth. This is a surprise. surprised. I'm used to seeing, like, I see 4 people are watching. I'm not sure. Hopefully you guys are able to get the device and able to put the numbers in. I don't know if that could be the issue. I see, okay, 5 people are in, but I don't see people putting their names in the on, putting the numbers in, and then putting your name into your name. I'm gonna give it about a minute, Kenneth, and if not, then you can just be the one who's playing. Y'all know how we do. We keep it moving. Long as I have one participant, then I can start the game. If I don't have one, then the game won't start, obviously, because somebody got to be playing. So, right, Kenneth, it looks like it just might be you, my guy. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Well, I'm about to, let's see. Oh. All right, Kenneth, is you. Okay, so young Garrett family in the house. What was the problem? That should be a helper, but he wasn't very good. He was too weak to help lift things and fix things. Excellent. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kenneth, with your bad self. Woo! Yay! There you go. All right, I love it. Let's do the next one. Who was the illustrator of this book? Now remember, yeah. Ah, no, not Kadir Nelson. R. Gregory Christie. Okay. He was the illustrator. All right. That's why I was trying to have you pay attention. I said his name a couple times. R. Gregory Christie. All right. Let's see. All right. So just showing you. All right. So let me go on back. Uh-oh. All right. Garrett had a gift. Yes, that's a fact. But what meant the most? Complete the sentence. Remember? That's right. Was that he gave back? Go ahead. I love it. You know I get excited about stuff like this. You already know. Let me show you, Kenneth. Woo, you doing it. Go ahead, brother. That's right. I love it. What did the author mean when she said his mind in a bubble? Yes. He would be focused on his ideas in his own head. Excellent. You are answering these very quickly, Kenneth. Wow, I'm super proud of you. You are doing absolutely phenomenal, amazing right now. I love it. What almost happened to Garrett as he was walking in the street? Uh-huh. Yep. All right. Yeah. What you're seeing is you're getting introduced to the problem, right? Look at you. All right. It's showing you in the book the problem that he was having, right? 6 to 10. Why did Garrett's father get him a tutor? By the way, that's funny. Uh-huh. He knew the tutor could help him bring out the great ideas he had. That's right. Yep. I love that. That part I love of the book too. How his parents were so supportive of him. I just love that. They weren't dream killers, right? They said, we want to bring somebody in to help bring out more of the genius you have. Why was it important for Garrett's mother to tell him he had a special gift and talent that was his own? Why was that important? Right. She wanted him to know she believed he had a special gift like his siblings. Remember how she was naming all of his siblings who could bake and who could sing? Yep. Show you where you at. Good job, Kenneth. 5 correct in a row. My guy, you're doing absolutely spectacular. What did Garrett Morgan start fixing for people? Remember, there were some things he started fixing for people. He mentioned in the book. He loved to tinker and fix things. He mentioned one of these things in the book he started fixing. Okay, so it was sewing machines. Remember in the book, it talked about how he wanted to fix those so that people can make zigzag patterns or straight edges, right? Yep. Let's see here. All right, so just showing you your score again. All right, good job. I'm proud of you, Kenneth. Let's see. And we got our last two, Kenneth. What gave Garrett the idea to make a traffic signal? Okay. What problem occurred? Yes, very good. He witnessed a horse and carriage crash. That's right. Remember, I told you, entrepreneurs, people who are inventors, they're all in the business of solving problems. Remember that you are a problem solver. Okay. And let's see. Oh, my bad. Go to the next one. And this is the last question, Kenneth. What shape did Garrett Morgan's traffic light look like when he first invented it? Very good. Looked like a T shape, right? Like a T or a cross shape, right? But that was the answer I had. Yes. Let's see. Let's see. Who's the winner? Who won this? Oh my God. Kenneth. Woo! Yay. Kenneth, I'm super proud of you. You got first place, second, and third. You got them all. I am so proud of you, Kenneth. You did absolutely amazing. I'm glad. Okay. He said, no, don't go. Oh, you're so sweet. Well, you know what, Kenneth? Listen, I am just super amazed. I am just celebrating you, excuse me, right now, because you obviously you value reading, you enjoy it. And I know there are some kids in here that wanted to make it, but they couldn't. So I definitely understand that, but I am going to celebrate you because you took the time to come on. You came on time. You listened to the story and you did so well with answering the questions. I think you only just missed one, right? If I'm not mistaken, was it one or two? Okay. You were answering them so quickly, which showed me that not only that you enjoyed the story, you understood the story. So the meat of reading is comprehension. Always remember that. Remember, I talked to you guys about that earlier, right? During our youth book club. We talked about how what's important is the understanding of what it is that you're reading. Sometimes you may have to reread. And in fact, rereading is something that I highly encourage that you do. After you've read a book, reread it because the information is in the reread, especially when you're talking about a book that has a lot of information. That's very, very important. So you only missed two. Okay. All right. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Excellent. Yes. I am so proud of you. Thank you. And everybody, and those of you who were just wanted to listen, you just wanted to hear the story. You like, I'm not playing the Kahoot game. I don't feel like playing. That's fine too. But you showed up. I appreciate you. Just want to remind you guys, as you all see the ticker at the bottom, I actually have to add to there too, because I know some people, they don't have Cash App or they may not want to use it. We also have Zelle, and I'm going to put that in. I'll put our Zelle information, abcreadfamily@gmail.com. Okay. So this is another way that you can actually donate to our organization, ABC Read. All right. That's the organization that I founded over 10 years ago. And this is what we do. Okay. So we provide dynamic read-alouds, reading events. We also give away books in the community. We're actually about to have our summer reading camp, which is free. All right. I tell people free is really at cost because, as we know, free ain't free, right? We still have to buy the books. They get books like this. All right. They get books like this. Okay. I did books for our adults as well. So we give books like this. In fact, this was our second book that we read for our adult book club, which is called Rest is Resistance. Free Yourself from Grind Culture and Reclaim Your Life by Tricia Hersey. We read this book together as adults. It was all of us sisters, and we joined forces and read this book, learned from it. But this is the kind of work that we do in the community. And we have parent workshops as well. And so all of your hard-earned money goes to these things that we're providing here throughout the city of Cleveland. So if you would be so kind and compelled, we would love for you to donate. You can even go to the website, abcread.org. All right, abcread.org. I'm also a pre-K to fourth grade reading tutor as well. Go to abclearntutoring.com if you are looking for a reading tutor. I tutor online. Last but not least, I am a co-author of this book here, Healed, Empowered, Resilient. You can grab your copy on Amazon. All right, you're talking about transformational. You're talking about inspirational. You're talking about having a mindset going from hopeless to hopeful. All right. These from going from setback to comeback. This is the book that you need. All right. And my chapter is chapter 5, Escaping the Fear Trap House. All right. So with that being said, you guys, I'll leave that there. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. If you're listening and watching on YouTube, make sure you do that. Put comments. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. And thank you all again for joining me. And I hope that you all continue to please keep reading for at least 30 minutes a day. And remember, reading is always linked to our freedom. Peace.